I've had a couple of people ask me, for my resume services and ask me for me to lie on their resume, like put fake companies on there and stuff like that and information. First of all, you're messing with my integrity. I don't do that. If and I can tell that's not my stilo. That's not me. You're gonna mess up my reputation if you say, "Oh, Charlize will go over there and she'll lie for you." I ain't that person. I am not that person. So if I'm talking to you during a one-on-one, you want me to lie and all that stuff. I ain't your person, and I know that I am not for everybody. I'm up for uplifting and helping you get through. And my goal is to, hey, take this resume and be a little bit more confident and get an interview. This is why you should not lie on your resume. One reason is if you go through the interview process and you go through the background, you do the application and everything, you put on there that you lied to do whatever, and they find out that you didn't actually work at this job or something, they can rescind your offer. And I can speak for because I used to work as a contractor for a Department of Defense. If you lied and they knew, they rescinded your offer real quick because the government is strict. So don't lie, especially. I would say just don't lie. Number two is possibly damage your reputation. So I remember when I first got here and I was in a certain field, I would say a field within a field. I'm not going to say what it is because I found out that this person knew this person and this because they all collectively work in the same thing. So if they find out that you started working, then they find out that you lied, you damage your reputation because you don't know who know who. And I knew that some directors know this director over here, this director over here, do it over there. And they say, oh, I knew such and such at that place, and boom, boom, boom. And they talk to me, and I'm like, we decided not to because you're a liar. They probably won't tell that to your face. But another reason you should not lie on your resume or your application or where you're going through an interview process, period, is you could be criminally responsible. Just think about it. You go through this whole background check and stuff, and it happens because people go through a background check and say, "Oh, I had a degree, I had a certification or something like that," and they get through that part, and for the checks to come back to say this person don't have a degree, they were never a person at this school, even if, oh my God, I got to tell this one, this it was just person on TikTok that was making fake high school diplomas, degrees, licenses. If they people, we check all that. I work in onboarding. We check all that. We're not just gonna say, oh, just send it in or whatever. We should be checking all that. So if they find out, for one, you're not gonna get the job. Any right company in their right mind, they get the job. You could be held, depending on the job, you can be held responsible. You could be fined and stuff for that. You also, if you're saying that your license or something like that, your license certification or something, if you had other ones, you can lose the other ones that you have just because you're lying to. Like I said, depends on who you're going through. Our government, I wouldn't mess with. But so those are my reasons that you should not lie on your resume, on your application, or you're going through the process or anything. It can catch you, it can catch up with you. Now, if you got to do all this lying to get the job, you probably don't deserve the job. And if you're going to ask me to lie on your resume, I ain't the one, I ain't the two or the three. So for my services, my e learning, and my digital downloads, go to my website. Until next time.